If I can just quickly, because we are out of time now, Velina, you recently in Cape Town said that India is a leader of the global south. But where does
Advocate.
Where does it put China really? Is China, on the other hand, looking to be the leader of the global north?
Yes, what we are going to witness is a kind of a geoeconomic competition between China and India, and to some extent also Russia, because Russia has still the Soviet networks in many of these countries, in Latin America, in Africa, in Asia. And if you operate with my scenario, which is, as I said, Cold War 2.0, with a lot of hotspots as we speak, the number of military conflicts and war is the highest since the end of the Cold War, right? So you're going to have more of these hotspots, and of course, a lot of them, unfortunately, are going to happen in the global south. So there will be a dire need for more voices, for those who are voiceless. And here, India is going to present its own narrative. As it was already outlined, it's going to be a narrative of a new power that doesn't have a colonial past. Of course, Russia's narrative is to create actually an anti-imperial, anti-American, anti-colonial narrative, and it has successfully worked in the past, and I argue it will once again successfully work in the future. And China has a geoeconomic competition there. It is about the BRI. A lot of these countries are, to some extent, indebted. And of course, it is about the Chinese, presence and the way how China actually understands geostrategy. So what we may see is, of course, a kind of a competition with obviously non-military means, about transport corridors, energy corridors, infrastructure projects, that kind of things. But more so, of course, we will see a bigger push for the G20 as, let's say, counter-narrative to the G7, because the G20 is all about development. So the power that will create a message on development, how development can be steered, let's say, bottom up, not just top down, because Chinese project is top down. This is going to be the most successful formula in my case.